Welcome, everyone, to the Tethered Shipyards. I am Takeshi Yamato, the Yardmaster, joining our host, the Housecoat Gamer.
Yo.
Today, we are taking a look at the next size up in Hydrant Starship design, the Duke.
Designed right around the same time as the Knight class is a more complex design. The Duke is a trying to sell frame.
Knight, you mean Paladin?
Yeah, Paladin. I'm used to saying Knight for things like this.
Yep. So
anyway, she's a command cruiser, but her armament is that of a battle cruiser. And she serves in both roles very well. Armed with a newly developed weapon system, at least at the time, the Photon Cannon, which basically acts like a photon torpedo without the guidance system.
Yeah, so we are basically counting it as a photon torpedo launcher, but in cannon form.
It really sucks to be anyone facing one of these things, because it has more phasers, more Hellbores, the Photon Cannon.
Yeah.
And it's never alone, because it serves as a command ship.
Alright, I will add the command ship talent.
You might notice a few design similarities between this and Cetacean designs. Kind of why we've gone, hey, this is a Cetacean-inspired starship, and it really sucks to be the Interstellar Empire.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I get something in this bloody tune. It makes my brain go boom, boom, boom.
Anywho, before we drive ourselves insane with an unfortunately exceptionally catchy song.
Yes. Yes.
The Duke barely escaped obsolescence. Barely. While fighters continued to become less and less relevant as the 24th century went on, right up until, 100 years after the fighter craze started.
We have engaged hostile forces at this location. Our colony is under siege.
So
it did serve to a point in the Cation Defense Forces during the Dominion War.
Fall in!
Yep.
Servicing, ironically enough, Peregrine-class attack corvettes. So, yeah.
Yep.
An old boat that did a very good job.
Yep. Alright, let us get to the stats. So, 2287 for scale 5, 49 points. I'm putting a 9 in comms and an 8 in everything else just to start us off.
Fall in!
We have engaged
Obviously, increased comms because, well, carrier. Hydrants. Carriers.
It's
Yep. So, first things first, take a point away from computers and sensors each, bringing those down to 7. Bring comms up to 10, and structure up to 9. That sound good, or do we want to make more adjustments to weapons, engines, etc.?
It's perfectly fine. I was just a little worried that I wasn't going to capture that cruiser for a second.
Right. Okay. So, now we get to departments. We already have command +1, probably engineering +1. We have one more point to spend. We can put that in put that as a second point in command or engineering, or we can put it into con, security, or possibly even science.
Possibly science.
Show me the
Okay.
enemy.
Okay, so just like the Baron, it has 1 point in command, 1 point in engineering, 1 point in science. For talents, it has command ship and extensive shuttle bays. We could possibly... would this thing have enough fighters to qualify for a second count of extensive shuttle bays?
Yes.
Considering that in that in this particular game, you have single counts of fighters. However, there's just one problem with that. In
Right.
SFC2, they have more fighters.
Right.
A carrier, a light carrier can have a minimum of 8, but Hydrons can have more.
Right.
For example, the Baron in SFC1 has a grand total of 16 fighters.
Okay, that's decent for one thing of extensive shuttle bays. How about the Duke? Is that SFC2 exclusive?
That is SFC2 exclusive, but as it is the X era model. However, it's still roughly akin.
So, same amount of fighters?
Yep. It just
So
has
we'll-
more guns.
Yeah. So, we'll just say it still just has the one thing of extensive shuttle bays for now. Once we start getting into things with higher counts of fighters, we can, and bigger ships appear.
Oh, next time is going to be that.
Yeah. So next time we will have a ship with extensive shuttle base X2. Anyway, weapons. This thing has phaser banks, Hellbore with special rules for same, and the phasers have a special rule for Gatling phaser mode, a strength 4 tractor beam, and photon torpedo cannon.
It is basically a cannon that fires.
Unguided photon torpedoes.
It's technically not a projectile weapon. It's still an energy weapon, but
It has all the effects of a photon torpedo, and thus in terms of STA, it will have all the same rules of a photon torpedo. Same range, same weapon qualities, same stress effect, same stress rating, etc., etc., etc.
and it will suck to be hit by it.
Of course, just like it will suck being hit by a normal photon torpedo, which has a range of long, a stress rating of 3+ security, and the high yield weapon quality.
Sire, my lord, your wish is my command.
So, yeah, it sucks to be you.
Yep. And that's not counting the fact that it has Hellbores and Gatling phasers, which double the stress rating. Anyway,
Moving along.
yeah. Descriptor trait, Hydron, Starship. I think that's, well, that's probably good.
Is under siege.
Most time, just a basic descriptor trait saying this is a starship that was made and belongs to X faction is good enough. Some ships do have, but some ships do require additional descriptors, and some specific starships will also have unique descriptors.
Regardless,
That is the Duke.
it had balls of steel. As if someone wasn't gonna make that reference. And it used them very effectively. Of course, it was not the darling of the general for the Highlands. That's next time.
Yep.
Bye-bye.